Wouldn't let that shit happen to me though.
I mean, it happened to me though.
It did though, but you was kind of like on the night. You was kind of too light skinned. You had too much money in your pocket, and you was letting that be known. So hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I was there, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be a cop. Like, it's not a situation to where it's like, oh, yeah, oh, you trying to do this and the third? Let's square up. No, you was on some shit, and any nigga would have been like, oh, let me back off and let my nigga do what he do. You feel me?
That's a fact. So but just to kind of carry on from that shit though, from what Spiff talking about. Like, we already told this story on the pod before. Actually, Solo, you was in that, you was on that pod. So if y'all niggas want to go back and listen to the Strip Club Chronicles with Solo, y'all can. However, I'm going to just go ahead and just tell the story going on from here. It was definitely a Friday night or whatever. You know, niggas just got paid. I think, Spiff, you was working at Ford then, I think.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I was working at the bank, whatever. So I just got my little check, man. I cashed it. I'm feeling very loose with the cheese, man. So, man, this nigga Spiff, you know, we joined, came together. We like, fuck it, nigga. Let's go to the motherfucking strip club, man. Let's go somewhere we ain't never been before. So we was like, fuck it. Hopped in the motherfucking truck, stab, boom. Sliding up motherfucking Michigan Ave. You know, the first place we hit was a motherfucking horse. So we strolls up in a motherfucking Crazy Horse. You know, what time is it? I think it's kind of early, man. It might have been like motherfucking like 10:30, 11.
Around that area, about 10:30ish, 11:30ish. Give it an hour.
Give or take. So me and that nigga Spiff, man. So we sitting at the motherfucking bar, man. I think we took like 2 shots of Don Hooley. We looked around that bitch, noticed that bitch wasn't cracking. So we hop back in the motherfucking whip and shit. So we slides down the street. I forgot the name of the club. I think they changed that bitch. I don't know if it's still open or whatever. I think it was called the Yacht Club. The last time I think I remember it was called the Yacht Club, but it might be called something else now. So we slides them in that bitch. That motherfucking banging. That motherfucking cracking. So, of course, you already know what we came here to do. We slide straight to the motherfucking bar or whatever. Started ordering up shots or whatever. Nigga, that was that time when we tried that whole ass Ciroc. You remember that shit? That amaretto?
Yeah, that whole ass amaretto. The hoes was basically giving that shit away. I remember that shit.
Nigga, so we ordered a couple shots of amaretto, but that shit ain't even cracking. So boom, so we up in the motherfucking club, whatever, tossing some cheese or whatever. And so the little waitress and shit, she come up to us. She was like, y'all want to get some of these shots or whatever? She was like a little shot girl or whatever. She had little shots on her motherfucking tray or whatever. So I'm like, fuck it. So I bought a couple of them. Me and Spiff, we took them bitches to the head. Boom, 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 boom. Like, man, little baby. Look, hey, listen here, little baby. Them motherfucking shots ain't hitting on shit. That shit tastes like juicy juice. So boom. So Shorty was like, alright, cool. So Shorty came back like, 5 or 10 minutes later. Whatever, whoop-de-whoop. She hands this nigga Spiff a drink. And she hands me a drink. It was like, yo, this one on the house. So I'm like, all right, bet. We didn't shit on old girl drinks, so say no more. We got this one for the love.
Yeah, say less.
Yeah.
So I don't mean to cut you off, but I don't know if it was in your drink or if it was both our drinks, but I feel like I had the most tolerance for that shit. Because it was definitely drugs in that bitch. It was a little Bill Cosby in that bitch sprinkled around. I don't know if I got the last of that shit or you got the most of that shit or it was equal. I just know I was straight. And I know whatever the fuck you had going on, it wasn't straight. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
So carrying on, man. So Spiff drinks his, I drink mine. I'm like, all right, I'm feeling it. I'm groovy. I'm feeling groovy or whatever. Now, at this point of the night, everything just started going in like spots, like in flashes, like Like, I remember going back to the bar, and then I remember sitting down because this nigga Spiff was getting a dance or whatever. And I'm sitting next to him. I'm throwing money in the air and shit. And I remember, like, the next day, kind of like fast forward, next day, that nigga Spiff was like, man, you was hitting me in the face with the money and shit. I'm dancing with, you know, I got a dance going on. Like, I ain't even remember that shit. But, you know, backtrack. So while we up in that bitch grooving or whatever, shorty come back. This is what I remember so far. So I asked little baby for like a little private dance or whatever. And so boom, so we slides upstairs. If you ever been to like the yacht club, it's like you go straight to the back. It's like some stairs going upstairs or whatever. It's like some couches. I think it's like some mirrors and shit, from what I can remember. So I definitely asked shorty for some dome spread, like my nigga Smooth 00 say. I asked shorty for like some little dome spread for like the 40 ball or whatever. But Pete, like before I even got there, I had stopped at the ATM and grabbed like a nickel, grabbed like 500 out of my pocket. Cause we ain't even really spend that much money while we was even there.
We didn't though. It was like I probably spent like 60, 70 at most.
Right, at most. Like between like the shots that we had at motherfucking Crazy Horse and like the couple drinks that we bought while we was at the yacht club or whatever, nigga, we might have came out $150 probably. So while I'm up there, you know, with shorty or whatnot, like I remember asking her for the dome or whatever. I think I gave her either $40 or $60, whatever. But like at that point, I just kind of blanked. Like I don't know what the fuck happened after that. Like that shit was just like a fucking blur. Like I don't remember nothing. I just remember waking up the next morning, whatever. And Spiff, you can kind of like pick up from there because I don't even remember.
I can pick up a little bit previous from there, like. So, mind you, I hadn't seen you in probably like 45 minutes, you feel me? And I'm just really like in there mingling with whoever. And if you know me, like I don't do best with like the public situations at all.
Yeah, because it was just me and you.
Yeah, it was just me and you. So you came down, you just tapped me on the shoulder type shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? Where the fuck you been? You like, shorty just gave me the craziest shit. This is in the third. I paid the 40. This is in the third. I'm like, damn, you feel me? Like 2 minutes after that, nigga, you was patting your pocket like, dog, what the fuck? And, you know, just speak a little bit ahead, bro. Like, I feel like you was whipping that day. And like from the time we was about to leave that bitch to the time you dropped me off at the crib, nigga, you was patting your shit like, dog, I can't believe it, nigga. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened. We bounced about that bitch, you feel me? And you was just on some shit like, damn, I know I had more money on me than that. I know you had your wallet on you, but yeah. I think back then we was carrying cash on like, the reds.
We definitely had cash on us. It was like I had everything. I had all my debit cards, credit cards, all my slides, all that shit. But I ain't have a slug in my motherfucking pocket.
Not shit though. Niggas was in that bitch like, what the fuck just happened, nigga? I did this in the third. I'm like, damn, what you do? You like, you know, shorty took me up here, did whoopty whoop, blase blah, bleepty bleep. I'm like, okay, that's nice. You feel me?
But where the cheese at?
I'm like, where your bread at? Niggas like, oh, nigga, I don't know where the fuck. Maybe I lost it. Like, should I turn around? This in the third? I'm like, nah. Because you probably got finesse. At the end of the day, I was like, you was in that private section too long for me to be like, oh, you left it here, you left it there. Like, niggas popped the slug in your shit. Bill Cosby, nigga. Got you up out of there. And then, boom, everybody happy. Because you was happy.
I don't know if I was happy because I barely remember this shit, though.
You was happy.
Okay, say no more.
Shirley was happy, so it's a break even. You got robbed, nigga.
But the thing is, like, after that shit, like, that next day, like that next morning, like I felt okay. Like it wasn't like a hangover type shit. Like I wasn't drunk, but later on that night I started feeling like sick. Like I don't know, man. Like
She probably sprinkled some unusual shit in your shit though, but honestly though, like you not the biggest nigga, so it probably take a
half
quarter.
A roofie.
I was gonna say like a quarter of it, not to kill you, but just to make you be like, okay, calm, and then you gonna feel it after the fact. You feel me? So yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Damn, shorty hit me with a half a roofie.
You know what I mean? It happens to us. It's karma.
It happens to the best of us. All I'm saying is like, just to kind of like, you know, bring this shit around, like Cardi baby, come on now, you ain't gotta drug niggas.
You don't.
Niggas gonna pay for the puss.
Regardless.
Come on now.
Niggas pay for the pussy regardless, bro. You could have had it though, but I mean, in her situation, the way she explained it, like she hungry, so fuck it. Like you did what you did. I'm glad I just wasn't one of them niggas. You feel me?
That's a fact.
I'm just glad I wasn't a part of that shit.